Let me show you how you can separate date and time values in Excel, and I'm going to show you how to do that using the formula method as well as the non-formula way, and let us start right now. The dataset that we are going to be using in this example is sales transaction data, an extract from a billing system, and you can see we have the customer name, the sales amount. The date and time values are sitting in one single column, so we'd like to separate these values. But before we do that, we all know that hours, minutes, and seconds are always separated with full columns. But for this particular example, we can see that hours, minutes, and seconds are separated with a full stop. So we need to first replace the full stop with full columns. So what you will do is to highlight the date and time values sitting in column D, and on your keyboard you press Ctrl H for find and replace. You're gonna be finding a full stop and replace it with a full colon. Then you can click on replace all. There you go. 37,376 replacements have been made. Go ahead and click OK, and then close this dialog box. So to go ahead and separate these values, let's first use the int function. So you will come over to this cell and say equals int, open brackets, select the cell that contains your date and time values, close parenthesis, hit enter key on the keyboard. There you go. Now you have the date. You can double click on the fill handle to drag this formula to the rest of the cells. To extract the time portion, you'll come over to this cell and say equals, select the cell that contains the date and time values, minus, we need to subtract the whole number, which is the date, so that we can retain the time portion. So you'll open the int function, select the cell that contains the date and time values, close parenthesis, hit enter key on the keyboard, and there you go. Now you have your hours, minutes, and seconds in a separate column. You can double click on the fill handle to drag the formula to the rest of the cells. The second method is using the text columns feature. So you highlight the date and time values in column D, head over to the data ribbon tab. Under the data tools, click on the text column feature right here. So when this dialog box opens, it will default to delimited. You just need to click on next. At this stage, you need to determine the delimiter, which is actually separating your date and time values. And for this particular example, we can see it's the space that is separating the date and the time values. So I'll put a check mark on this option. And there you go. On the preview right here, you'll see this is how your date will look like, and this is how your time values will look like. So you click on next. Now you need to choose the destination for your results. I'll get rid of this cell reference. Click on this arrow right here so that I can point exactly to the cell reference where I want my results. So I'll put our results right here. Click finish, and there you go. Now we have our date values in their own column, as well as the time values in their own column. There are so many ways of dealing with such data cleaning processes in Excel, and if you're interested in more advanced examples, I've put 2 videos on your screen right now that you can go ahead and watch. One will show you how you can automate all these data cleaning processes in Excel, and the other one will show you how you can split your date and time using Power Query. See you in the next video.